Really a great honor and pleasure, ma'am, to welcome you. Ma'am will have a small presentation about neurodevelopmental disorders, and then from thereafter, we can take questions from the parents and we can have an interactive session. Back to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just share my screen. One sec. I thank the opportunity to be a part of this. I'd be very happy to share our journey for neurodevelopmental disorders, for which I've been working for the last over 2 decades. So, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
Oh, okay. So basically, this journey began about 20 years back when I started working in this area, and how we have come from that time till now, and how we are trying to go the e-way, which now becomes very important in the COVID era. So, it is important to empower not only the professionals, but also the parents. Because one has to remember that most of these neurodevelopmental disorders last a lifetime. तो एक पूरी फैमिली के ऊपर ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी रहती है टू बी देयर फॉर द इंटायर लाइफ सो वी हैव टू empower them and hold their hand in their journey. What the journey is going to be theirs, but we can just hold their hand and guide in the right direction. That is the most important thing. So my presentation is dedicated to all the children with special needs and their families and their therapists and their clinicians, all of them. Basically, Shani Bryan was a school dropout, and actually he was not able to write because of dystonia, and he was not able to read. But he said that I do not have a disability, but that he has an ability others may be seeing as a disability, but it was a gift, and he could become stronger and stronger. And ultimately he wrote very many books. So a person who was a school dropout could do that. So that is how we should get encouragement from people who have special needs and have made it big and done some good. Basically, we have to look about the disability beyond we have to look beyond the medical model. Earlier, we used to say, this is the problem, etc., etc. But right now, what we have to do is to see what is the capability in the child. So we have to focus now basically on the capability model, not only the medical model. There is a problem, it's not moving. Just one sec. The slide is not moving. I'll just escape and then come back, okay? This was not moving. Okay. So basically earlier it was always that what disability do you have? And now the basically idea is to see the capability in the child and try to optimize the child's potential. We have to ensure that we make the child reach the potential the child has, and everybody has a different potential. That is one thing. Okay. Then what is a disability? We have to understand there are few things. There is an impairment, then there is a disability, and there is a handicapped. What is there? That we had time from now to look from beyond the disability, look at the capability, so that we are able to optimize the child's growth, so that the child is going to achieve what is his maximum potential. What I'll do is I'll the video I will not I'll remove the video, because so that there's any problem in the bandwidth, the thing should not go. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Is that okay?
Yes,
Yeah, so
ma'am.
I'll just
In the end,
yeah,
we can
remove
share
the
the
video.
video required.
Yeah, 1 second. Just put it the video. Yeah, stop the video so that you can, so that there is no issue. Yeah,
Sure.
I hope so. So basically, we have to look at the the capability of the child, and we were talking about disabilities, and we were talking that how we have to prevent an impairment from becoming a disability to becoming a handicap, because impairment is what we are not able to do at an organ level. As I mentioned to you, if I have some, if I have a fracture of my right limb or hand, I'm not able to use the right hand, so it becomes an impairment. When I am not able to function as a professional because of this, so it becomes a disability in my work. And if I am not able to contribute to society, it becomes a handicap. So we have to identify all the children and people with impairments and prevent them from becoming a disability or a handicap. And that is, one should always next thing is important. The disability is the interaction between individuals and the health system, and it is not only the problem which the child has, but even the personal and environmental factors contributes. That means not only the child and his family, but what is available to us in the society, in the environment, will make the child whether have a disability going further or not. So it is important to provide good rehabilitative services and good early identification and rehabilitation, and we should have everything available from the government and the NGOs. And neurodevelopmental disorders, why are we talking about that? Because they are more than 28% of years live with disability and 1 in every 9 deaths. So because uska magnitude itna zyada hai, and because they are mostly lasting across a lifespan, which I am repeating. And why do we want to always talk about it as a whole? Because 25% of the disease related morbidity is due to something related to the brain. And what I already mentioned, this impairment, disability, handicap, which we have to stop. Another thing I want to know is there are 3 levels of prevention: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary तो है कि वो बीमारी हो ना. So like आप लोग when you tell everybody कि folic acid लेना है whenever you're planning pregnancy, that is periconceptual folate for preventing neural tube defects. ठीक है, तो there are many other things. तो उसको research से you come to know which are the factors which are leading to certain diseases and certain conditions. तो उसको prevent करना है. अब what you can, that is going to be based on research. जिसके ऊपर work is going on. Second thing is secondary. Secondary है वो तो हम कर सकते हैं ना. Early pickup, early diagnosis is very important because then you have to have early intervention. And then the second thing is tertiary. Tertiary rehabilitation. The most important thing what we can do is primary prevention के लिए research has to go on and we try to prevent, that is there. And also the primary prevention would be जो genetic diseases हैं उसके अंदर we are going to diagnose them. जब क्या होता है, when child is affected, the family goes to the doctor, they say ये test करना है, but give you a poor prognosis कि इसका ज़्यादा कुछ हो नहीं सकता. Parents sometimes don't get the test done, but that is not right. You have to get the full diagnosis arrived at, and whether we can have a genetic defect diagnosed, because then we can be able to predict in the next pregnancy कि वो कितना % risk है to have a child or not, and whether when the mother has conceived in the initial stages of pregnancy, whenever you can do a prenatal diagnosis. So that if the child is found to be affected, whether then the child, the fetus can be aborted, so that a child with a similar problem is not born again. So both sides hai. Doctors have to also tell, and parents have also to understand कि अगर एक बार कुछ you have facing with the catastrophe, ये नहीं है कि you just get very upset and angry and don't get the test done. Because you have to plan afterwards later on. You sometimes parents say हम तो plan नहीं कर रहे, but I tell them you're not planning at this point in time, but you may like to plan after 4 or 5 years. So we won't be able to give you answers that time. So this is one thing important. And the other thing is we talk about inclusion. Inclusion has to start from school and then has to go to society. Everybody has to understand. Many times, many of my parents say, they say that when they are going into, when they're going to shopping malls or they're going anywhere outside in the public, the other people who are looking very derogatorily and not with an empathy, but in a very bad way, looking down upon children with physical challenges, with behavioral problems. And I request all the parents, because I was told 65 to 70% of the parents. So I wanted to tell you that if somebody is looking down upon you or your children, please do not retaliate and do not cry or do not feel bad. They are not worth it. You don't have to explain to anybody. 5 fingers hai hamare, they are not the same. So we have to understand कुछ normal नहीं है, कुछ abnormal नहीं है. It is the spectrum. ठीक है. Many parents come and ask मेरा बच्चा normal होगा कि नहीं. Then I ask them कि normal क्या है. कि जब आप 80 साल के हो गए या 75 साल के हो गए तो नोएडा के आपको फ्लाईओवर पे छोड़ देगा. वो आप नॉर्मल की we don't use the term normal. Even in scientific terms, we use the term typically developing and children with special needs. We don't talk about normal and abnormal. We talk about normal and abnormal. This terminology has also gone, and wo mental retardation words have gone. So we have to understand, and the parents have to understand. You should not have a guilt that you did something or you did not do something because of which your child has problem. Parents were the child is autism. तो क्योंकि social communication issue है, half the time the guilt goes on the parents and more so on the mother, and it's also imposed on the mothers कि तुम अगर घर में होते उससे interact करते तो autism होता. But this is not the way. The autism is because of multifactorial things. It can be some genetic predisposition, some environmental factors, and अभी भी वो एक बहुत बड़ा enigma है, एक puzzle है, jigsaw puzzle है जिसके लिए pieces को put करा जा रहा है इकट्ठा. A lot of research is going on. So please do not have any guilt. ना 19 about 60s में पहले ना जो ऑटिज्म का कारण बोलते थे रेफ्रिजरेटर मॉम, कि मतलब मॉम को कुछ नहीं पता है, इसकी मॉम की थेरेपी होती थी. That was a total wrong concept in the 1960s. Right? So that is not there. If the child had to become had to have autism तो हुआ है. अगर आप नौकरी कर रहे थे या नहीं कर रहे थे, नहीं, you are wonderful parents. So please do not have this guilt. And other thing is, do not blame. Not blame. Nobody could have done anything. Sometimes, mostly the blame comes on the. It's not because I'm a lady. I'm saying it in India in 2020 also. Most of the blame comes on the women, and it is blamed that it's not in our lineage. It is on your side, and you have not taken care and all that. Please stop this blame game. Something has happened. There's complex biology is behind it. There's some environmental factors, some genetic things in most of these neurodevelopmental disorders. So please leave that. We have to just understand that if the child is not behaving all right, is not developing all right compared to your other child you have, or your same age ke jo aaspaas hain, then you do a consultation with a pediatrician, and they could you can you see my slides?
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah.
Slide share.
Yeah, I'm trying to do slideshow. Yeah. Neurodevelopmental disorders word में बहुत सारी all the developmental challenges come. Cerebral palsy, epilepsy, intellectual disability, which was earlier called mental retardation, because that was derogatory, so it is not called that, because retardation is not a positive word. And any child who is having delayed developmental milestones in less than 5 years of age, so global developmental delay बोलते हैं, और उसके बाद वाली age में intellectual disability, autism spectrum disorder, ADHD, learning disability, muscle disorders, vision hearing impairment बहुत important है understand करना, या speech and language disorders. So basically, that's about it. So why is it important? Why is it important? Because if you see statistically also na, if you must have realized, pehle all diarrhea and dehydration, chest infection, children used to die. Now with the improved care of these children, the newborns, the smaller newborns are surviving because of the newborn units which are there in all over India, and also these sicker children who are admitted in intensive care are surviving. So all the diarrheas and chest infections and other conditions, communicables, are also coming down. So there is a paradigm shift from improving the survival to upcoming challenges of the neurodevelopmental issues which these children face. What is the specific problem which happens in low middle income countries like ours? There is a lot of poverty, there is poor stimulation environment at home, there other diseases are there, vaccination is not covered. That is why we say vaccination has to be done. The mother, mother is malnutrition is there in mother. So that is why if you see the new it is very important that these children get good nutrition care, not only for the child per se but also the mother. So that's why the government has started the focus on adolescent girls nutrition. So it is very, very important. And the nutritional care first 1,000 days of child's life is crucial, in which the first 9 months of pregnancy is also there. And why we have to understand that these disorders are very common, and we have the prevalence figures of India. We were not very clear कि क्या important है क्या नहीं है, because if you see जो census वगैरह होता था उसमें ज़्यादा figures नहीं आते थे, उसमें 2.1% आते थे. So we went ahead and did a study in India. This study was done from 2004 to 2011, and the data was collected in 2011. उसके अंदर we found we were done, and 5 अब पूरे पूरे घर घर में जाके नहीं कर सकते, तो we took 5 representative areas of our country. एक हिली एरिया लिया, एक रूरल एरिया लिया, एक कोस्टल एरिया लिया, एक अर्बन लिया और एक ट्राइबल लिया. और उसके बाद एक स्टैटिस्टिकली वे है कि पॉपुलेशन प्रोपोर्शनेट बाय साइज सैम्पलिंग से एक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव सैंपल इंडिया का निकाल के उसमें वी डिड इट ऑन 4,000 चिल्ड्रन. उसके बाद हमें क्या मिला, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये स्टडी 2 to 9 years की एज में हुई थी, एज चिल्ड्रन वर एज 2 to 9 years. सो उसमें 12% बच्चों में बच्चों में ये न्यूरो डेवलपमेंटल डिसऑर्डर्स पाए गए थे। और नेक्स्ट लाइन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस टू अंडरस्टैंड, बिकॉज ईदर वी आर पेरेंट्स और वी आर थेरेपिस्ट और डॉक्टर्स है। 21.8% यानी 1/5 ऑफ देम में एक से ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम थी, देवर कोमॉर्बिडिटीज। सो दैट इज वाई एक देखना है कि द चाइल्ड हु इज कमिंग, a child may have multiple problems. 1 in 5 children have more than one problem. तो holistically child has to be seen. ऑटिज्म चाइल्ड है, उसको उसके साथ एडीएचडी हो सकता है, उसको कोई और प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, सो वी हैव टू एपिलेप्सी हो सकता है, सो वी हैव टू सी 1/5 ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन, मोर देन 1/5 ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन हैव मोर देन वन प्रॉब्लम। और मैग्नीट्यूड देखने के लिए देखिए तो 23.7 मिलियन फिगर कैसे आया, क्योंकि 2011 में हमने ये की थी स्टडी, जो घर से घर जो गए थे हम, तो उसके टाइम सेंसस हुआ था। उस सेंसस में 2 to 9 ईयर्स की एज में 197 मिलियन बच्चे थे, तो उसको अगर एक्सट्रापोलेट करें तो 23.7 मिलियन होता है। और ये 2 to 9 ईयर्स की एज में क्या था, पर ये बच्चे मोस्ट ऑफ देम विल हैव द प्रॉब्लम इन देयर एंटायर लाइफ। तो अगर आप सोचो कि क्या नंबर होगा बच्चों का पूरे लाइफ में, मतलब कितने लोगों का पर्सन्स का नंबर होगा, तो आप सोच सकते हो कि कितना बड़ा नंबर होगा। ये तो हम सिर्फ 2 to 9 ईयर्स का डेटा है, तो आप एक्सट्रापोलेट करिए तो कितना नंबर होगा। अब ये नेक्स्ट वाला जो मॉडिफाइबल रिस्क फैक्टर्स, वो मैं आपको क्यों बता रही हूँ कि इसके ऊपर रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं कि ज्यादा बच्चे हो रहे हैं, अनअटेंडेड डिलीवरी है, देर से बच्चा रो रहा है, देयर एनी इन्फेक्शन न्यूरोलॉजिकल, अंडरवेट, stunting, very important, because bacha will be underweight if the mother was also underweight. So we have to see nutrition is important, neonatal illnesses, this long brain injury, head injury बहुत सारा होता है in our children. So all these are the study which we have done, we found, so these are modifiable things generally over to have a good neurological outcome in children. और रूरल वर्सेस अर्बन पूरा देखा है, उसके अंदर भी उतना ज्यादा वो डिफरेंस नहीं है। वी हैव सीन कि रूरल में 12.6 है, अर्बन में 10.4 है, पर वो उतना सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंस नहीं है। सो वी कुड गेट द डेटा, हर बीमारी के लिए अलग अलग। और ऑटिज्म में हमें 1 in 89 बच्चों में ऑटिज्म पाया गया था। दिस वाज डन इन 2011 द डेटा कलेक्शन, बट दिस पेपर वाज पब्लिश्ड इन 2018 जुलाई। तो बेसिकली हमारी क्या नीड है राइट नाउ एज अ होल, प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी एंड टर्शियरी प्रिवेंशन विच वी हैव टोल्ड, अर्ली आइडेंटिफिकेशन एंड करेक्ट एंड अर्ली इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ मैनेजमेंट एंड आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ कोमॉर्बिडिटीज। तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बन जाता है। तो इवन इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर पेरेंट्स एज वेल, थेरेपिस्ट एज वेल एज क्लिनिशियंस टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. There is a paucity of trained personnel. We are talking about most of the people, if you're having in metros, we have therapists, but they are also less in number than what is required. But you think about the villages and small towns, they have none available. So, and there is lack of knowledge of these disorders and socio-culture sensitive tools. That is why we had developed tools. तो हमने screening tool बनाया था, जो part of that INCLIN study, जिसके बारे में I mentioned, and I was a network coordinator and site PI. उसके अंदर हमने एक न्यूरो डेवलपमेंट स्क्रीनिंग टूल बनाया 2 to 9 ईयर्स की एज में, कि अगर एक भी क्वेश्चन उसमें पॉजिटिव आ रहा है 11 क्वेश्चन में, तो उसको वी हैव टू रेफर टू अ डॉक्टर टू इवैल्यूएट द चाइल्ड। और अभी ASQ एक है टूल जो 2 साल से नीचे वालों के अंदर, एक्चुअली वो ज्यादा एज के लिए है टूल, पर हमने 2 साल अंडर 2 ईयर्स के लिए उसको हमने सोशो कल्चरली अडाप्ट करके वैलिडेट किया है। हम ये सोशो कल्चर अडाप्टेशन क्यों बोलते हैं, कि हमारी टेंडेंसी होती है कि हमेशा हम लगाते हैं टूल्स, हाँ वी कीप सेइंग कि वी आर यूजिंग दिस फ्रॉम अमेरिका, दिस एंड ऑल। अब एग्जांपल है, एक स्लीप क्वेश्चनर है, चाइल्डहुड स्लीप हैबिट क्वेश्चनर, CSHQ। उसमें एक क्वेश्चन है कि आपका बच्चा पेरेंट्स के साथ सोता है कि नहीं। अब हिंदुस्तान में 99% बच्चे पेरेंट्स के साथ सोते हैं छोटे में, और 99% बच्चे विदेश में अलग सोते हैं, अलग रूम में। तो उनके अंदर अगर बच्चा पेरेंट के साथ सो रहा है, तो उसमें उन्होंने अबनॉर्मलिटी दी है उसको, जो हमारे में नहीं है। तो एक सिंपल से एग्जांपल है। तो हमारे को जो ये जो बिहेवियरल कंडीशंस हैं, सोशल कल्चरल सेंसिटिविटी टूल्स चाहिए। इसलिए हमने ऑटिज्म, ADHD, एपिलेप्सी और न्यूरोमोटर इम्पेयरमेंट्स के सोशल कल्चरल सेंसिटिव टूल बनाए, जिसके बारे में आई विल जस्ट मेंशन टू यू। न्यूरोमोटर इम्पेयरमेंट शब्द आप सोचो कि क्या है, क्योंकि बच्चों को जब होता है, पेरेंट्स भी देखेंगे और जो डॉक्टर्स देखेंगे कि मोटर वीकनेस आ रही है, उसको चलने में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, ठीक है, तो वो न्यूरोमोटर इम्पेयरमेंट में आएगा। वो थोड़ी पता चलेगा कि CP से है या मसल डिसऑर्डर से, या उसको ब्रेन ट्रॉमा हुआ था, या उसको मेनिंजोएंसेफेलाइटिस हुआ था। तो ये टूल बनाया ताकि कोई भी ऐसी प्रॉब्लम के साथ आए तो उसमें से डायग्नोज हो जाए। तो ये जो टूल्स हमने शुरू में से बनाए थे वो 2 to 9 years से थे, पर हमने उनको मॉडिफाई करा। पहले वाले DSM-4 से थे, अब जो लेटेस्ट वाली जो गाइडलाइंस हैं DSM-5 वाली, उनसे हमने ऑटिज्म ADHD को करा है अडॉप्ट और उसको वैलिडेट किया है। हमारे कहने से नहीं होता, हमें वैलिडेट करना पड़ता है। वैलिडेट करने के बाद वी हैव ऑल दीज टूल्स नाउ अवेलेबल टू अस, द एम्स मॉडिफाइड टूल्स, और जो है एपिलेप्सी और न्यूरोमोटर इम्पेयरमेंट्स के 1 month की उम्र से 18 years तक के लिए they have been validated. For autism 1 to 14 years they have been validated, and ADHD 6 to 18 years they have been validated. And it is very important to understand, and we have converted them into mobile apps ताकि कहीं पे भी इंडिया में anywhere you can download across the globe actually, and they are in Apple or Google में, they are free of cost, and their questions also asked. The criteria are there, but we have written in the tools, we have made clear cut examples which are social culturally sensitive, so that anybody with little bit of training can administer these tools in the periphery. Our idea is secondary prevention, early diagnosis and pickup. So this is becomes important. ठीक है, और दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट। जो हमने स्क्रीनिंग टूल बनाया, स्क्रीनिंग टूल होता है जिसके अंदर हमें जो टिपिकली डेवलपिंग बच्चों के साथ सारे बच्चों में से पिकअप करें कि कौन से हाई रिस्क वाले हैं, फिर उनके ऊपर भी डायग्नोस, स्पेसिफिक डायग्नोस्टिक टूल लगा के डायग्नोस करें कि ये प्रॉब्लम है। स्क्रीनिंग टूल से पता चलता है कुछ प्रॉब्लम लग रही है, so you're picking up from that. So जो हमने ये बताया था, ये जो न्यूरो डेवलपमेंट स्क्रीनिंग टूल के 11 क्वेश्चन, वो अभी राष्ट्रीय बाल स्वास्थ्य कार्यक्रम में इनकॉर्पोरेट हो गए हैं। और ये जो लेस देन 2 years वाले थे, वो हम लोग ने वैलिडेट किया, उनको अभी हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट किया हुआ है, एंड उसका सोशल कल्चरल अडॉप्टेशन करके भी, और अच्छा पिकअप रेट है उसका। वी हैव गुड सेंसिटिविटी एंड स्पेसिफिसिटी। जो भी हम टूल करते हैं तो हमारे को ये देखना होता है कि हम उसको पिक कर रहे हैं अच्छी तरह से, और हम सही तरीके से पिक कर रहे हैं। There are 2 things. Sensitivity is the ability to pick up, and specificity is to ability to pick up rightly. मतलब you should not be wrong labeling any patient. ऑटिज्म वाला जो टूल था जो हमने था, अभी ऑटिज्म में वी अंडरस्टैंड कि सोशल इंटरेक्शन और कम्युनिकेशन है, और दूसरा प्रॉब्लम रिस्ट्रिक्टेड रिपीटेटिव पैटर्न्स ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ऑफ बिहेवियर है, एंड साथ में DSM-5 में सेंसरी इश्यूज को भी ऐड किया है। सो इसके अंदर दिस इज अ वेरी सिंपल टूल इन यस, नो एंड अनश्योर, एंड वी हैव टू जस्ट गो बाय इट, एंड हर क्वेश्चन में ये लिखा है कि क्या पूछना है, क्या ऑब्जर्व करना है। पेरेंट्स से पूछना है और ऑब्जर्व करना है, अगर उसमें कुछ क्लैश आ रहा है, they are not same, then we have put an asterisk कि हर क्वेश्चन में पेरेंट्स को जो पूछा है क्वेश्चन या जो ऑब्जर्व किया है उसमें किसको इंपॉर्टेंस दी जाए। सो एवरीथिंग इज वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड, और किसी में एम्बिग्यूटी नहीं है। इट इज क्लियर, स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड, विद लिटिल बिट ऑफ ट्रेनिंग कैन बी देयर। सो दिस वाज पब्लिश्ड in PLOS One last year, and we have very good sensitivity and specificity for this, and we have also developed a scoring. तो उसमें स्कोर है, तो उसके हिसाब से पता चलता है सीवियर ASD है कि नहीं, so that we can be use them to monitor, and we have compared those with cars, so we can use this. And so it's a social cultural sensitive tool. This was the first of its kind DSM-5 based tool, to the best of our knowledge, when we had put in for publication in PLOS One, March last year it was published. The idea is कि autism अगर हम देखें तो first year of life में भी we can have some suspicion. So we have developed another tool in which we are picking up the signs of autism in less than 18 months of age. तो उसके अंदर we were able to do good, and we have been, now that has been a good screening tool. We are going to go ahead. Just wanted you to know कि we have to understand, तो कि we are trying to pick them early. इसका अभी मोबाइल ऐप नहीं बना है, इसको अभी हम एक्सटर्नली वैलिडेट कर रहे हैं, दूसरे साइट्स के साथ काम करेंगे। जो ADHD हाइपर वाला जो है, उसके टूल का बहुत अच्छा साइकोमेट्रिक प्रॉपर्टीज है, सो दैट वी कैन पिक अप। इसका भी स्कोरिंग है। इट इज ऑल्सो बीन पब्लिश्ड, इट वाज पब्लिश्ड इन न्यूरोलॉजी इंडिया जनवरी दिस ईयर। एंड एपिलेप्सी का टूल भी है, उसके अंदर वी कुड पिक अप वेरी वेल एपिलेप्सी, एंड वाज पब्लिश्ड इन एपिलेप्सी। एंड न्यूरोमोटर इम्पेयरमेंट वाला टूल में भी गुड साइकोमेट्रिक प्रॉपर्टीज हैं कि वी कैन पिक अप children well and pick them up right and appropriately. That is the 2 things which are very important, and that was published in Frontiers in Public Health. We have converted them into mobile apps, so that a point of care physician or a psychologist or any therapist can download. ये parents के लिए नहीं है, this is for the दिस इज एक्चुअली फॉर द थेरेपिस्ट। जो ASQ वाला है जो बना रहे हैं उसका ऐप नहीं बना है, उसको अभी सोशल कल्चर अपडेट स्क्रीनिंग टूल जो किया था वो पेरेंट्स बेस्ड है, वो पेरेंट्स के लिए अवेलेबल हो जाएगा, वी आर वर्किंग ऑन इट, वो उसका रिजल्ट्स आर गुड। बट ये जो वाले एप्स हैं अभी, दिस ऐप is basically for the professionals to diagnose. And so this is P-Neuro Diagnostics, इस नाम से अवेलेबल है गूगल और एप्पल प्ले स्टोर में, फ्री डाउनलोड के। उसके अंदर चारों ये कंडीशंस आर देयर इन वन ऐप, and you have to download, then you can know. The thing was earlier I had made 4 different apps, but the deficit in that was that we could not save the patient's data, तो वो पेशेंट सेव नहीं होता था। पर अब जो है, अब पेशेंट्स डेटा इस वाले में सेव होता है। I've got I had to buy some other space and all, and there were some some protocols there, so we had to get a a lawyer on board, and because the patient details are there, तो आपके जो patient details आपकी store होते हैं, and you can take printouts of that because you need them in follow up. So this was an important thing which we realized वो पिछले में नहीं था। So it is very easy to use, and you can diagnose, and it was quite popular when it had just come up that time. It was good. Other thing is कि everybody cannot mostly अब जब chronic है condition, तो पेरेंट्स को कितना एब्सेंटिज्म कर सकते हैं एंड बच्चा कितना एब्सेंटिज्म कर सकते हैं। सो वी हैव टू इन 2020 वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड that we should be having a web-based platform for wider access to remote parts of the country to empower the professionals and parents. And professionals be, if you have to go in far-fetched areas, हम लोग CMEs वगैरह के लिए, so if we have a ready resource for the parents as well as professionals to understand these neurodevelopmental disorders, so we had made this website. This looks like this. 2015 में we had Thames Blue in the Autism Awareness Month, so I can't light it blue every year because it costs a lot of money, so that's why I'm keeping this photograph there. So on our website, this is how it looks, and we have different drop downs for autism, ADHD and all. We have some parents corner जिसके लिए I'll just show you. Then we also have academic is for doctors to understand उसमें development assessment कैसे करना है, उसके videos है, neuro examination कैसे करना है, everything is there. Parents corner I'll show you has lot of patient information materials in Hindi as well as English, and we have some videos, and you have a post a query domain where you can post your queries, and it comes as www.pedsneuroaims.org. pd ped का हो गया, neuro brain हो गया, .org हो गया। तो इसमें we also have the center of excellence which I'll talk बाद में, and we have also developed a 2-page flyer because जो हमारे clinicians हैं, everybody is busy in their outpatient, so they're not able to spend time, they cannot apply those tools, so we have made a 2-pager जो उसी website में है academic वाले part में development के, उसमें we have written the salient milestones in all the domains plus the vision and hearing, because for all developmental assessment we have to do vision and hearing. So for anybody, all the clinicians who have joined, and obviously those who are as pediatrician practicing, we should just keep in mind that we should always see vision and hearing. Sensory inputs have to be seen any child with any developmental issues coming to us. We have made bilingual booklets. This is like for autism, and I'll also tell you we have training models for diagnosing autism, which I'll be mentioning later on. Also have we had a conference in Neuropedicon 2018, but we recorded all the proceedings, जिसमें से half day was for CP and half day was for autism, so all, and half day करके we were 3 days, so all the proceedings with the international national speakers were recorded so that anybody can access these, because everybody cannot come. This is for free access on the YouTube. And we also developed e-learning modules, and in this also we have 6 different domains, along with like autism also is there, neuromotor impairments, everything, and anybody can see. Initially it was restricted to those who had registered for the conference, but after 6 months I put it open for everyone, because our idea is to disseminate information. Another problem which I want the clinicians logging in to understand, there is a big problem about the drug dosages being given for neurological children. So I collated one small neuropharmacopoeia of the various drugs which are used in pediatric neurology, and in that this is published by IJP, and you can take it from Amazon or Flipkart, or IJP you can write to, but currently they are copies are finished and I am in the process of revising it, the thing. But this is there, it was required because many of the neurology patients and neurodevelopmental patients are seen by adult neurologists. So what happens is the tendency is to half the dose, and also we need appropriate dosing. So we need to know that. So this is a very ready reckoner, a pocket book. Coming to the thing, what we see, patients are seeing referral from all over India, but more so from from UP and Bihar. And we do see from we getting from Nepal, getting from lots from Bangladesh, but we also get NRIs from various other parts of the world, who are writing to us, and we are seeing their patients. They have been coming to our outpatients whenever they're traveling here, and our OPD attendance is more than 20,000. I just want you to understand, it's annual attendance for pediatric neurology is over 20,000 per annum, and we are running specialty clinics. Autism, we are running child development clinic, in which we see uncomplicated CPs, neurocystic circus clinic, neuromuscle disorder, Peds neurology clinic, in which we will see the complicated CPs. And we also, we are following them for dietary therapies also. So coming to the the parents corner, what I was telling you on the website, we have in the parents corner, we have in the parents corner, we have a lot of patient information booklets. I think it's right. Yeah. A lot of patient information booklets are there. This is how it looks like when you have all of the patient information booklets, and they look like this. If you see, and we have this, we have all the booklets as hard copies for our patients who are coming to us, but we also encourage that they should see. We have for autism. In Hindi and English, autism interventions we have. Then we have developed for skill development for autism. We have developed for the, this is for the boys, and telling them in the adolescence, the sexuality and the adolescent issues. And the same thing for girls. So this was the pink and that was the blue. That is how we made. And this one, children, for them to understand skill development. These were the male people who had, the boys who had done well. And these were the women who had done well. So we try to encourage them and try to tell the parents how to tell. And then we also, for the sensory issues, what are the practical tips? So all these have been developed in Hindi and English for the parents to understand. Then seizure is quite a common thing for many of the conditions. So we have also developed a seizure card, जिसमें anteriorly आगे की तरफ we are showing the, very important for parents to understand that you're showing the demographic profile only, and on the back side की seizure होगा तो करना क्या है, उसके लिए लिखा है. And on our website we have video in Hindi and English to say कि seizure पड़ेगा तो करना क्या है. And then we also have rehabilitation videos for modified constraint induced movement therapy, developmental stimulation. And we are going to add on many aspects of autism also in that. So it's important for anybody can see. And one has to important to understand कि जब भी हम देख रहे हैं कि I was told कि 1/5 में more than one condition होती है. That is okay कि अभी ये देखना है कि एक ही बच्चे में एक और condition भी होती है, लेकिन और systems भी involved हैं. How many of us will ask in every autism child problem hai ki nahi? It is important to understand that, when we had done a study, the study was very difficult to do. Very difficult to do because, very difficult isliye, because making a child sleep, वैसे ही problem है. Or when you're making a child sleep in the hospital, because we were doing polysomnography in all these children. For all these children, when we had to do polysomnography, hospital was a nightmare for us, but we did it because we wanted to answer the questions. Isme poor sleep the question came in 77.5%. और पॉलीसोमनोग्राफी जब करी उसमें 100% कोई ना प्रॉब्लम आई. और ये इंपॉर्टेंट है कि जो रात को नहीं सो रहे थे, they had more problem on CBCL during the daytime. Plus, you should also understand the quality of life of the siblings and the parents also goes for a 6 when somebody is not sleeping in the night. So this is very important. To this small thing like sleep has to be added in your daily thing. It's not only for autism, even in CP and any other behavioral problems also they will be there. Then we also try to study the health related quality of life in children with autism and see with the severity. So we did find the children with ASD and their caregivers, their quality of life was poorer compared to the normal children, and it was negative correlation was there with severity of autism. मतलब जितना severity autism है तो उतना quality of life was poor. And the children with hyperactivity and sleep disturbances का quality of life ज़्यादा खराब है, which was logical when we were discussing about the sleep वाला problem. एक इम्पोर्टेंट है फैमिली के बारे में सोचना है, और मोस्टली क्या है हिंदुस्तान में, पुट ऑन मदर शोल्डर from the house to everything about the, and the father is supposed to be always be the the one working. Although the mothers are working, they're made to leave their jobs. I'm not being an activist for anybody. I am not being anything. I'm just trying to say that one has to have, the mother is a mother but she's a human being also. So I always encourage the parents that if you want to take leave, the mother take leave for few months, get everything on track, then work. You may work from home, you may work from out, you may go to work, but you may reduce the hours of work, adjust karna hai. But you need some time of the mother away from the problems of the child. Otherwise this ends up being 76.8% of the mothers were having clinical depression, and obviously that was more with those who are having severe. So this is our data, so it is happening in our country, it is happening with our patients, so we have to understand that. So you can post a query also on this forum, and this is how it looks on the mobile. If you see from the mobile, the one which I had shown you earlier, the website was looking from the desktop. This is from the mobile. Now coming for the disability, we have understood that we have to empower and know about the conditions. Then the next is the disability communication. This becomes a very big problem. So you have to work towards inclusion, towards inclusive communication, and we have to ensure that we should not focus on normality and should not use some language which can be stigmatized. So like that is why वो retarded वाला शब्द हट गया, हाँ? And that is why you have to have a social behavior change and communication strategy, and we have to include children or persons with special needs into these groups to develop this. From the government, we have to understand that in Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram, you have the ASHA worker and all, and then you have a health team going to the schools. They are using the neurodevelopment screening tool for assessment, for the screening, and then at the district level, all the tools, the incline tools which were there are being used to diagnose and having the scoring. But the problem is that there is a gap, lot of gaps are there. Awareness and mass education is required. Then we have to think about preventive strategies. And another thing is continuum of care to cross lifespan. Early intervention के लिए बहुत लोग हैं काम करने के लिए, ठीक है, वो adolescent तक भी चले जाते हैं, पर उसके बाद क्या? How can suddenly the child be left? Then there are no takers, So that is why the continuum of care has to be across lifespan, and you have to allow for service implementation from the government of India to towards the periphery, and there has to be convergent assignment of responsibility, and it is to be family is the most important unit. It's a family centric and a community centric approach. Children with disabilities and their families, during their lifespan, they cross to different department, different policies, different program. पहले वो women and child का ICDS से चल रहा है, उसके बाद वो आप Ministry of Health वाले में जाओगे. How does it matter to a individual parent ki which ministry it is? So that is why we had requested the government of India and Ministry of Health, Women, Child Development, HRD, and Social Justice, they should work in convergence. And we took out this document along with Ministry of Health in 2018, which then Health Minister Shri JP Nadda ji had released, and he had also launched this website that time, which I was talking about, www.pedneuroaims.org. So that is important, and that in that we have told that all the ministries will work separately, yes, but in the district there should be a coordinator who should coordinate that these children are there in the district with special needs, and they should be identified and gone to this should be done. They should be going to this center, this area. Everything should be given to streamline for the families. This family not struggle, and Autism was recognized as a disability on 25th April 2016, and the first certificate of autism was given on 28th April 2016 at AIMS by Secretary Ministry of Social Justice. I'll show you a slide. And then I was assigned the task to train master trainers for diagnosing and certifying autism. We've had 4 workshops, and we'll have another one after COVID and trying to make it go e-way again. And all the material for the training workshop is already on the website in the autism drop down for anybody to see. This was the first child who got the certificate. I mean, trying to get, I was the chairperson of the subcommittee for development disorders to classify autism and intellectual disability and SLD for disability certification. The workshops we've had the union minister always coming and gracing the occasion and giving support. And we also had we organized along with the National Trust Autism Awareness Day thing, and we had talent hunt for autism. I had told them that you can't, autism is different, you can't just call somebody to perform. We sought online videos or any without certificate of the child. We went through all the 138 reasons. Children from pan India were basically felicitated by the minister that day. That was an autism awareness day, on autism World Autism Day, 2nd April 2017. We had also given we in the workshop, we actually do annual workshops for autism, and that time we had also felicitated our children. And last year we had this workshop on sensory integration in autism for doctors, all therapists, all professionals, even some parents who were there. And they were there. This talent hunt, I mentioned to you earlier. The other very important thing is nutrition disability is very much related. We have to understand we miss the things, and we have to understand that children with disability may have eating.
Some of the interesting points Dr. Shefali has shared with us, I'll just recapitulate until she comes back and joins back. That we have to be really, really we can see the disability from different models, from primary, secondary, and tertiary model. We can try to intervene early so that we can avoid the later outcomes, negative outcomes of a disability. The other thing which she is really highlighting, which is very important for parents to know about the sleep. Sleep and disability is highly correlated, and her research is showing 77.5% of children with neurodevelopmental disability having sleep problems. So I think that's a question which we can ask Dr. Gulati when she comes back. Any other questions you can share with us through the chat or through the things? An important aspect, which I think as a part of Mom's Belief we are trying to do, is create a community of people, of professionals and parents and children with disabilities, so that we don't end up having psychosocial factors like the research which ma'am is presenting is 76.8 clinical depression. Back, if we can take some of the questions which from the chat, what I have taken most of the questions which are very, very pertinent. Many of you have asked about what about the alternative therapies like stem cell, camel milk. Some of you have asked about the autism and epilepsy, treating epilepsy, if that is important. Um, I think as a part of this whole thing which we are taking is that there is a lot of material out there about disability. What we need to do is we need to get together as a disability uh, community where we can intervene and where we can start working as a community. So any questions we can take so far in the meantime when ma'am comes, which are we're coming about the pregnant women and getting to know about autism. I think I will let ma'am to answer, but so far what we know is that there is a very genetic testing cannot determine the second child with the autism or not. The alternative therapies are not yet to be proven, and some of the questions about delayed development. And I think what the today's presentation is also talking about is to get the screening done as soon as possible, because the earlier you intervene in the disability or a children with neurodevelopmental disorder, the sooner and the early intervention can make a lot of difference uh, for the long term disorders. It can have implications. The other thing which she was about to present is about the lot of parents struggle to get a disability certificate. So I'm also curious to know that conversion, that what at the government level can be done to support the children and the parents with the disability model. Because going from one model to another, that will be very, very tough. So that's another thing which I would like to check with ma'am if that can be done. And very important information which most
You're just, yeah, 1 second. We can just continue talking. You can ask some questions till I just do, because I think in that hurry, I don't know where I have put the slide. 1 second. Regarding the stem cells you were talking about, right?
yes, ma'am, because there are parents who are asking, and that question frequently
Yeah.
comes back that
Yeah,
what.
it is very important to have the right answer to that. I'll just give this last overview, one or two things, and then we will just answer all the questions.
Sure, ma'am.
I don't know. Yeah, I think. And I'm really apologize for this technical glitches, and I don't know why this technology always gives way. So anyways, we're talking about the nutrition का एक यहाँ से देखते हैं. Nutrition is very important to understand. हम लोग भूल जाते हैं. Nutrition is very important. It can either cause the problem or it can be whatever way. Either cause a disability, and disability में nutrition problems होती हैं. दोनों चीजें चल रही होती हैं. That we have to keep that in mind. And what we have to understand कि they may have problems in feeding because of problems जो medical problems है. किसी को cerebral palsy है, कुछ है, या autism वाले बच्चों में they have some aversion to heat, some things, and most of the children with special need are not able to go out much in the sun, so vitamin D and all becomes an issue. And so we have many conditions जिसके अंदर problem और बढ़ सकती है because of nutrition, both ways, nutrition causing disability and disability perpetuating the cycle of causing this thing. So we did a study in which we try to see vitamin D and micronutrient levels in autism, and we found that the vitamin D levels and zinc levels were low in children with autism. Then in ADHD, we had tried to see vitamin D levels and iron levels in these children, and there was not statistically significant difference. But we did find that ADHD children were lesser intelligence parameters, and they were having more depression and behavioral problems. So we have to understand that many things coexist. They were also having higher problems. So this has to be kept in mind. And then there has to be barriers to inclusive nutrition programs in the school. So we're working in the Jan Andolan of Poshan Abhiyan, where I was involved in sensitizing the GOI for it was the government of India for the special needs children having problems about nutrition and how it is. But we should understand that there is importance, and it's all available. We keep publicizing. The most important thing I feel for any family challenge is destigmatization, which is very important, because the children with when there was a national trust, there was a Jan Sunwai in which the many parents were saying private schools mein admission nahi mil special needs children. So that time with the national trust chairperson Poonam Natarajan, I was there. Then the school principals from the various public schools said that we have no problems in taking them, but the other children of typically developing children do not want their children to interact with children with special needs. So my main thing is we have to, through print media and through the audiovisuals and all, we have to try and stigmatize. They think other people feel ki not me phenomena hamare ko to hai nahi, and our children will get affected and they'll have a poorer outcome. No, the children will get more empathy and may more understanding. And the other thing is, this is not contagious. किसी को एक से दूसरे को नहीं होती है, and your children will, who are typically developing, will get more empathy and more understanding. They'll be a better human beings when they are handling children, they're studying with children with special needs. So this is very, very important, and you should learn the value of things you have. And people feel not me phenomena. Nahi, when I'm driving, I can have an accident, I can be paraplegic, I can be wheelchair bound, I can have any problems. So we have to be empathetic towards them. For autism awareness, every year we do work the program for parents, and that is there. And I wanted to mention to you that as a part of it was a dream to have a center of excellence in advanced research to neurodevelopment disorders, so that we can combine the patient care research, academics, public awareness, and advocacy, and to help in government initiatives, sensitize the government, and also help where they're in initiatives for helping children with the special needs. So we did have a DM pediatric neurology program which we started in 2004, and my people are trained everywhere globally. They are there, and this center of excellence was launched December 2017 with some grant from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and some grant from India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited as a CSR grant. And we have mentors and advisory board members from across the globe. And we have a national registry we are trying to make for autism, ADHD, CP, ID, and other conditions, trying to have a national knowledge training center. And this e-learning modules, and the last year what we had, the workshop and sensory integration, and now we'll be having a series of webinars a part of this. Then we are trying to have a advance in diagnostics and trying to understand acute encephalitic syndrome, muscle dystrophies, autism, and epileptic encephalopathies. We are doing genetic testing, doing the next generation sequencing in them, and we are trying to understand कि हमारे population में क्या gene problems हैं, whether we can form genetic panels to help parents later on. And we are trying to have, we are having a collaboration with the, we are having IIT, and we are trying to work for autism and CP per se, and also trying to virtual reality global, for their virtual reality and augmented reality are there, and we are trying to make that indigenously for our patients. We are doing testing in that. We are doing RCTs. Currently, we're working on virtual reality and augmented reality. Robotics will be working, and we're working with artificial intelligence. We have made some textile based. We have made some jacket which can reduce hyperactivity, and we are also working on gluten-free, casein-free diet and music therapy as RCT. Gluten-free, casein-free diet is already on. Music therapy, I already have a collaboration we are working on, trying to develop what active and passive music combination we'll be using for our patients, and will be in the trial. And then we also have a helpline 7. What the problem is, I wanted this tele helpline because, one, we have a 20,000 patient outload, but that is not the main thing. Our parents who children have problems for nearly lifelong, they take absenteeism from work every day. So whether we can replace some of the visits by teleconsultations. So what is the big problem? Problem is, if I'm giving you a consultation on phone, I should not be missing a critical clinical event. They have research studies, and we have shown that critical clinical events miss nahi hote hain. We are able to pick up. This was done with the help of doctors. We had done various studies over the last years. Then we did another study which has just got accepted for publication, and in this we tried to compare the phone calls by a pediatric neurology nurse with the doctors. So now what we are doing the pediatric neurology nurse is monitoring 24/7, and then the backup of a DM pediatric neurology resident. So we are providing tele helpline consultation pan India, plus tele consultation for our patients who we may not be able to, who are opted out with their due consent. So we have everything is optimized. कुछ तो ज्यादा पूछूंगी, आप कुछ पूछ रहे हो तो और ज्यादा पूछोगे, कोई और बिल्कुल कम पूछेगा. So everything is objectivized. हिंदी इंग्लिश में क्या सवाल पूछने, सब कुछ है. It has to be objectivized to work, and we have to understand many new things are coming up. We are trying to वर्चुअल रियलिटी जो एक्चुअली रियलिटी नहीं है, तो सिमुलेट करके बच्चे को लगता है कि उस एनवायरनमेंट में है. इट इज हेल्पिंग अस. वी हैव डन दिस वर्चुअल रियलिटी ऑलरेडी डन इन cerebral palsy, and it helps. We have done virtual reality assist some constant induced movement therapy that helps in improving muscle power in these children. For autism, we are trying to develop augmentative and we'll be making an app out of it. Parents क्या पूछते हैं मुझसे, बच्चा बोलेगा कब? I tell them बोलेगे की बात है. पहले understand communication is number 1. वो क्या बोलना चाहता है हमें समझ आना चाहिए. वो समझ नहीं आएगा तो उसका बिहेवियर प्रॉब्लम होगा, और वो ट्रेनेबल होना चाहिए. जो हम बोल रहे हैं उसको समझ आना चाहिए. So that is first, and then we have to go for the words. We are also trying to understand the biomarkers. We have done a lot of studies and continue to do studies for primary prevention वाला. हमने gut microbiome पढ़ा है. Probiotics पे हमारा एक ट्रायल शुरू होने वाला है. ADHD पे भी we are trying to work out the conventional and medications. We have put in a proposal for an Ayurvedic medication and trying to work on biomarkers. This started the artificial intelligence based rehabilitation for autism. We have already started developing products, and we are piloting it, and we are working also for CP. And we have also done some transcranial magnetic stimulation in CP, which helps, and also working on nanotechnology. आपको सिर्फ बता रही हूँ, पेरेंट्स को लगेगा क्यों बता रहे हैं, ये बता रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे भी कर रहे हैं जो विदेश में हो रहा है, सही नहीं है. And we are working on nanotechnology. अभी हम स्टेम सेल्स के अंदर से भी कुछ एक्सोसोम्स निकाल के उस पर कुछ हम माइस पे रिसर्च कर रहे हैं. वो रिसर्च अभी होगा, उसके बाद humans में होगा. I'll answer the stem cell later. I may be asked later. And SLD है ना, learning disability. उसके लिए we have developed a remedial program for the children. और हमने उसको पूरा अपने functional MRI post और पहले और बाद में किया, एक फंक्शनल MRI जिससे फंक्शनल एक्टिविटी ऑफ द ब्रेन दिखता है. सो वी फाउंड ये जो रेड एरियाज है ना, ये सारे एरियाज में वो जो है फंक्शन इंप्रूव हुआ है आफ्टर द रेमेडियल. So red is the past minus the present, मतलब the post minus the pre. तो this has shown there is an improvement. अब same चीज जो हमने बनाया था, वो हमने बनाया था like in PowerPoints and given the patients total booklets. We had developed a whole program. It's a full program. तो वो books में दिया था photocopy करके. अब now we are making an artificial intelligence based module of the same thing. So we wanted that parents के लिए भी आसान हो जाए and we are moving ahead. So I would, before I take questions, I wanted to thank all our collaborators and most importantly, all the children and their families who have participated in the various projects and they've given us an opportunity to treat them. And this, actually, I was given an award in 2014 for some this thing, Sarla Janki Award, in which my oration was on the same topic, neurodevelopmental disorders, journeys, dreams, and realizations. If anybody wants to read, you can download this article, which tells about our journey of what he had reached till that time. And this is something important. This was last year. This is a NGO of CP children, and they are working CP people. I mean, not children; they are adults, most of them. And what they did was, this was a they did a play, Ek Aur Dronacharya, last year, and this was half of the cast was regular cast and half of them were special needs. And last year they had come, to for Holi, and they had distributed gifts to children. They said, otherwise special needs के लिए लोग gift देते हैं. We don't want like that. We want to come and give gifts to your children in the ward, in the pediatric ward they had come. So we have to understand that the challenge is not only to make differently able child not only count but also capable. And Franklin D. Roosevelt said that we know that equality of individuals has never existed and never will. But we need to insist that the equality of opportunity should be sought. So the government should be there, provide us with the opportunities, and we as a whole group of patients, the therapists, as well as the parents and the families and the general society at large should work together so that we maximize the children's potential. And just going to just show you what these autistic Marvel children had done. And this was one child, she was Shirin Maria Zakaria. She did creative writing and was writing poems. I mean, just to have a brighten up thing, that she was writing wonderful poems and she was felicitated. These are those 7 people who were felicitated by Minister Gehlotji that year. And this S. Aditya Iyer, he does wonderful sculptures and drawings and paintings, but only of Lord. And this one, see, have you ever seen such beautiful pictures being made? I mean, the sculptures being made. The pictures are also of Ganesha. And in that last, I showed you that when we were giving the awards in 2018 August, April, when we had given for autism awareness, that time he was also given award from our side because he was our follow-up also. So that time he gave me 2 Ganeshas, and he said these are the Ganeshas in which will be pray for that nobody falls sick in AIIMS. You keep one for your table and keep one to the director, sir, you go and give him. So I mean, he said that this is not that Ganesha will help that nobody falls ill. So, I mean, he will just do on Ganesha. And it's Bharat Chauhan was doing bike cycling and swimming. He's in the Limca Book of Records. And this Ranveer Singh Saini is a golfer. He's also in the Limca Book of Records. And, and then this Prabhu Singh Sekham, he's doing skating, swimming, and painting. And he is this another child, they have made beautiful Kundan work. Rishikesh Fishal More, wonderful Kundan work he did. And I don't think anybody can do as much. Then Rishikesh Vijay Bispute was doing a sketch work, and and then Ujjwal Sharma was also doing a sketch artist. And that day, that time he made this thing for us for our workshop, this Signs of Autism, which we distributed in our workshop. He sketched it for us. And Einstein, just wanted to tell you that everybody, most of us know that Einstein had autism. So that's why he had made Einstein. And this is the Signs of Autism he had made. So idea is that, every time, every event I get design some memento. So these are patrons, children with special needs had made. And this was the idea, is to make that it is still an enigma. And when the world says, for parents it's important, when the world says give up, hope whispers, try it one more time. If something is important, that's something sometimes says the most. And this was, something very important, that Mozart had autism, Alfred Nobel had epilepsy, Graham Bell has dyslexia, and Annie MacDonald had CP. So this is what, I mean, we have to understand that differently abled can challenge the world, and we have to understand that we have to maximize their potential, the maximum potential. We have to ensure that division. Thank you for your patient listening, and I'm very sorry for the glitches we had for the you know for the net connectivity. I'll
Thank,
be very happy to answer questions. Yeah.
yeah, thank you for very insightful session, ma'am. I think if somebody wants to ask the question, they can ask directly. But until somebody points it out, the stem cell and its role in autism intervention, I think we can start from there itself.
Okay. Somebody who one should understand stem cell kya hai. What is stem cell? Stem cell has a capacity to divide into more cells, right? Ab autism, as I mentioned to you, is still an enigma, is still a jigsaw puzzle. हाँ, उसमें कुछ जेनेटिक फैक्टर्स हैं, कुछ एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर्स है, रिसर्च इज ऑन. अभी हमने हैवी मेटल्स पे स्टडी खत्म की, उसमें कुछ हैवी मेटल्स हाई आए हैं, वो दिख रही है, कॉजैलिटी तो पता नहीं चलेगी. हम तो ये दिखता है ना, ऑटिज्म के बच्चे में ये है, ऑटिज्म और नॉन ऑटिज्म में ये है, और इसमें एसोसिएशन है. पर क्या एग्जैक्टली प्रॉब्लम है? एक उनमें प्रॉब्लम आती है मिरर न्यूरॉन थ्योरेपी, क्योंकि जैसे इफ आई एम राइटिंग, आप मुझे देख रहे हो, तो मेरा जो मैं राइट कर रही हूँ, तो वो राइट करने के वजह से एक पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रेन एक्टिवेट हो रहा है. आप लिख नहीं रहे हो, लेकिन आप मुझे देख रहे हो लिखते हुए, फिर भी आपका वो दिमाग का एरिया एक्टिवेट होता है, जिसको कहते हैं मिरर न्यूरॉन. वो इन बच्चों में गड़बड़ होती है उसमें, और बहुत सारे इसके पैथोफिजियोलॉजी के कारण है. तो हमारे को एग्जैक्टली तो पता नहीं कि प्रॉब्लम एग्जैक्टली क्या है. ठीक है. स्टेम सेल इज अ कैपेसिटी टू डिवाइड इनटू अदर सेल्स. अब जब व्हेन वी डोंट नो कि एग्जैक्टली वो कहाँ प्रॉब्लम है, तो आप स्टेम सेल बना के अब आप भेज रहे हो, सो दो स्टेम सेल्स कैन गो एंड फॉर्म मेनी अदर सेल्स. तो अगर आप होमिंग भी करोगे तो उसके बाद होगा. तो अभी जो स्टेम सेल्स है उसका पोटेंशियल है वो रिसर्च. अभी हम एक रिसर्च कर रहे हैं जिसमें हम स्टेम सेल से भी कुछ डिराइव करके हम उसके ऊपर स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. वो फंडिंग हमारा प्रोसेस में है, अभी जैसे हो जाएगा तो वील स्टार्ट दैट, एंड वी आर डूइंग दैट इन माइस. पर उसमें होगा तो फिर वो ह्यूमंस में करेंगे. पर एज सच स्टेम सेल्स has no proven benefit, and very important for you to understand, because now at every corner of the city you have so many centers mushrooming which you are saying ke embryonic stem cells, mesenchymal stem cells, and some of them claim for benefit. Right now there is no definitive evidence. And let me just give you one alerting thing. One of my patients, the father was a very senior bureaucrat. The child was 15 years. He was doing okay. He was doing not that bad. He was cerebral palsy. They came to me with stroke. उन्होंने इंजेक्ट करवाया था स्टेम सेल, और उसके बाद क्लॉट हो गया था ब्रेन में, एंड ही डेवलप्ड स्ट्रोक. सो स्टेम सेल्स may not be without side effects. So he had a setback because of that. So that is why stem cell is something which has a potential. Even I am trying to work on it, research more. बट प्लीज डू नॉट गो टू ऑल दिस साइड. एंड वो लोग कहते हैं ना कि इम्प्रूव कर गया मेरा बच्चा. वो क्या होता है कि आप जब 1 लाख की सिटिंग ले रहे हैं, तो योर फोकस ऑन योर थेरेपीज आर ऑल्सो इंक्रीज. सो वो तभी बेनिफिट होगा जो हम लोग ट्रायल्स करेंगे ना. तो हम करेंगे एक लिम्ब को हम सिर्फ हम रेगुलर थेरेपी देंगे, और दूसरे को रेगुलर के साथ स्टेम सेल वाला चीज देंगे. तब अगर पैरेलली अगर हमें लगेगा इंप्रूवमेंट, तभी पता चलेगा ना. तो इसीलिए प्लीज do not try something which has no definitive role as of today, but yes it has a potential. And please don't try. एक और चीज है, I feel autism में ये सारा जो कैम है complementary therapies के ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा parents are trying to focus, because you get hassled and frustrated because things don't move the way you want to. Just keep in mind, you do 100 effort on your child, the improvement you will see in your child is only 15 to 20%. So you give your 100, you get 15 to 20 plus. Keep your expectations as that much. If you keep your expectations कि मैंने 100 के effort दिया है, वो बच्चा 100 की उसकी improvement होगी, वो होगा नहीं. तो वो depression के जो 77% में हो रहा था वही होगा. And one for parents, another thing is generally, there's a water which is partially filled. There are two ways of looking at it. I just look at the fill portion and say that this much is full, and I will can other way of seeing is this much is empty. Let me tell you, everybody's life has glass of water is not full. In any or the other domain, kuch na kuch mein hai. So if you keep seeing as the empty portion, you will never succeed. And just understand कि you should make short-term goals for your children. Don't make long-term goals. And जैसे जैसे वो achieve करेगा, have the happiness and pride, and and feel happy about it.
Absolutely. So therapies supersede any other alternative therapies at this time, no matter what you do. Ma'am, interesting you talked about that inclusion and center of excellence. My question as a professional right now is that children with mild learning disabilities should also get some access to, the provisions. For example, a child with a mild dysgraphia also should have a right to scribe. But
No,
unfortunately,
they have. No, they have. One second. Something is unclear. It's very clear. It's not only dyslexia. Dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia. Anybody screening positive on coming on a tool, on the tool which is the NIMHANS battery, is taken as more than 40%, and it's gets the validity on the disability certification. वो थोड़ा confusion है in people's mind, because in the final gazette which was printed, that 40% part got deleted, so that anybody coming positive on that scale, because
but
there is a
ma'am,
genesis to it.
40%
No,
isn't it?
no,
But
no,
for
no,
the
no. One second. Anybody coming positive on that scale is taken as more than 40%.
oh,
Means because we don't have any gradations except for GLAD, which is which has you have a frustration level, clinical level, वो है. बाकी किसी में नहीं है. तो इसीलिए when we had decided, so initially, when they were doing some typographical error had happened, so उसमें वो line नहीं आई थी gazette में कि anybody coming as a screening, is coming diagnosed positive to have a learning disability on NIMHANS battery, either dyslexia, dysgraphia or dyscalculia, is taken as more than 40%. वो
okay.
line हट
That's
गई
a
थी,
great
which का
clarity.
addendum चला गया. वो addendum has already been notified by ministry now.
Okay, okay. That's a great clarity because people and parents have been running from pillar to post and
They should. नहीं, वो उसमें they had an actually, let me tell you, they were we had put 4 tools, for diagnosing SLD as a group when we had put. But even when it was then later on when we were discussing in the highest level for operation, they said कि people will get confused with 4 tools. Start with 1 tool. तो वो 1 tool के लिए बाकी 3 चीजें delete की ना, तो वो वाली line भी delete हो गई थी.
okay. तो मैम निमहांस और ग्लैड दोनों यूज हो सकते हैं?
नहीं, नहीं, नहीं,
Only
only
निमहांस
निम्हांस यूज हो सकता है अभी. पहले हम लोग ने
above
ज्यादा बोला था.
12 years, above 12
we,
years.
नहीं, उसके बाद भी वो यही था कि और कुछ वो टूल है नहीं, सो दैट कैन बी एक्चुअली टेकन, क्योंकि वो 18 तक भी चल जाता है, बिकॉज दैट वो एजेस का कुछ नहीं होगा उसमें ज्यादा. इट इज अप टू क्लास, तो दैट इज ओनली वन एक्चुअली नोटिफाइड. वी हैड एक्चुअली glad, we had put DALI for dyslexia, and we had put curriculum based test and this, but they said that generally when you're operationalizing in the whole country, people will get confused, तो शुरू में आप एक ही करो. तो वो line delete हो गई थी कि anybody coming positive on NIMHANS battery is taken as more than 40%. That was the causing confusion, which has been also notified now by the ministry.
Okay. Because ISA clearly gives the disability percentage
What?
for the autism.
No. But that autism also, there is just getting reviewed. But earlier when we were there, I was there in that board. So we had put for the Inclin tool for diagnosing, because it was DSM-4 TR based, and then ISA was for scoring for that, because it was made for scoring. Now what we have made, that AIMS modified autism tool, that has scoring also.
Okay, that sounds good. And some of the parents are asking about role of homeopathy and role of diet and
ओके
so
ओके. कैमल मिल्क भी बोला था, उसका प्रूवन वो डाइट में आ गया. वो उसका कोई प्रूवन रोल नहीं है, बिकॉज आई देन सॉ ऑन द so when media में आ रहा था, वो लॉकडाउन में somebody needed camel milk from Rajasthan, and the ministers had to help. But मतलब I really don't understand why camel milk is not the proven benefit. Diet में हाँ, there are various diet therapies which are being tried. Like most commonly is gluten free, casein free diet. And even when we had reviewed, जो हमने parent information material बनाया हुआ है, which I would request the parents to log into the website, जो www.peedneuroaims.org बोला है, उसमें आप autism facts 2018 वाला देखिएगा. उसके अंदर we have made English and Hindi में है. We have given you, we are not telling you ये करो वो करो. We have given you the evidence. So that is evidence available at that time for each and everything, so that the parents, I have no right to tell ki whoever is practicing what is right or wrong. I have no right, but I have my right and duty to empower my parents to know what is the current evidence. I don't expect them to go to the net. If you put autism on the net, there are 7 billion hits. So a parent is confused ki kya padhu, kya nahi padhu, right? So we are providing them with the patient information material, which is evidence based. We are not giving instructions to do this or not. except the intervention booklet. Rest all is just giving you कि इसका ये evidence है. So उसके अंदर diet के लिए जो gluten free casein free diet में कुछ test studies में some benefit was found in some domains. But they were still need to do good trials. Currently, we are having a randomized control trial of our Center of Excellence. We're doing in a trial mode, and then we will be able to see. Other dietary therapies like ketogenic diet therapies, low glycemic index diet have been tried, but उसका उतना proven role नहीं है. Only thing is कि एक चीज आप parents ध्यान रखेंगे because autism is going to last a lifetime. A child is going to outgrow autism, but don't be disheartened. It is not a death sentence. Any child having an issue right now, issue can be tackled. So that issue will become passive after some time. फिर कोई और इशू आएगा, फिर कोई इशू आएगा, पर वो सारे इश्यूज टैकल किया जाएगा. हर टाइम पे एडोलेसेंट पे अलग इश्यूज हैं, तभी मैंने बताया उनको बताना पड़ता है ज्यादा. और मतलब सो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट इश्यूज एंड चैलेंजेस आते रहेंगे, बट वी कैन नॉट लुक फॉर अ मैजिकल क्योर, एंड वी शुड प्लीज लुक एट द एविडेंस. एक बच्चे को ऑलरेडी बिहेवियर प्रॉब्लम है, उसके ऑलरेडी फूड के, उसको कई बच्चों को दे हैव प्रॉब्लम कि यही खाना है या ये नहीं खाना है, मतलब either way they have issues with food, many of them. So उसके बाद then you're going to restrict the food with gluten free casein free diet till it has an evidence. So please think twice before doing that.
So, and one of the parent is asking about the rare genetic PMD disease, and anything insight you can give about that?
See, rare genetic
PMD disease. That's what.
Yeah, so there are many rare genetic diseases. We should not think about that, about thinking about in isolation. When we are thinking about the child, we have to think about it, holistically and see. So we don't need to get into the genetics and, of which condition, what is coming. Ultimately, for the therapy point of view, it is not going to. Only when the genetics becomes important to identify genetics and metabolomics. वो studies में देख के पता चलता है कि drug targets क्या है. तो उसके लिए वो इम्पोर्टेंट रहता है. पर फॉर देम वी हैव टू होलिस्टिकली सी द चाइल्ड, सी फॉर कोमॉर्बिडिटीज, see for all the systems involved, including sleep, nutrition has to be seen in every child, and the mainstay has to be a behavior intervention, which for autism becomes basically combination of modified ABA and structured teaching and sensory integration, because sensory issues are there. So it's basically a conglomerate of all that what we will need in the children. And one more thing the parents should understand, sending them to Mary's therapy centers alone is not enough. You have to learn from there and incorporate in your daily routine. Because in the centers you'll go for a few hours only, right? And you have to incorporate in your daily routine. They are not going to change for us. We have to change in the way we are going to teach, and they learn more by visual cues than verbal cues.
That's the whole philosophy of mom's belief is to making parent as a partner, because disability, what you're saying, is a long-term thing. It is not going to finish. What we can do is we can intervene and rehabilitate a person or an individual. We cannot treat this as a condition.
Yeah.
So, and we have seen many success stories. So many children you have shown, and I think we have come across who are doing very well based on their. So the idea is to make them do best to their potential and not to put them in a category and start judging them and comparing them with others.
And Helen Keller was the first deaf and dumb graduate in the world. She had said, that for success and happiness, it lies in you. That is inside you. So resolve to keep happy and your joy, and you shall we become an invincible against all difficulties. This, I think, the parents should understand and keep in mind.
Yeah, and more forums like this where we can interact with professionals and parents, so that we can have a very inclusive society and we can all work as a community. Because as you said, some of the parents who are going in a regular school, they don't want to have children with special needs. And I think that is where we need to really start, because as a society, schools is the first thing where we need to start with. So some of the questions which have come back, ma'am, about developmental delays, any particular causes for developmental delay? One of the questions which prominently has come back.
Many many causes of developmental delay, this thing. Acha, one second, this person was asking for his son had PMD. Okay, then it's okay. Acha, I thought he was just really asking.
No, the one.
Yeah, okay. So, if he's having a PMD, then you'll have to just, it'll have to be no specific therapeutic thing is there. You'll have to go ahead and do the, the whole interventions, right? So for the Pelagius Marshbecker, what he's talking about.
And one of the question was there that we can use the whatever material is available online, the website you've shared, that can be
Yeah,
for
yeah. That's
this
for
semester.
everybody to use. That's for everybody to use. That's for everybody to use. Can you repeat the question you asked me before? Before I actually opened the chat box and saw that my child has PMD. That's why I answered. Sorry, you asked me some question before this.
It was the same question, ma'am, that about the developmental delays causes.
Ah,
Any
yeah. Okay, yeah. So developmental delay, there are a lot of causes for developmental delay. You may have a prenatal cause, you may have a perinatal cause, or you may have postnatal. Prenatal matlab something which has happened during the pregnancy, and perinatal is something which is around the time of the delivery to within the 7 days after the delivery, so that is perinatal, and the postnatal is anything coming later on. So for us, we have to understand that if any mother has had any problem in the pregnancy with having a diabetes or hypertension or any hemorrhage, that those things can cause the child to have a small child, which is called IUGR baby and all. And they may also have, mother may have some problem because of which child may develop some malformations which may call delay. Then during the time of birth, it becomes, if somebody is having birth asphyxia, delayed cry at birth, may require resuscitation, may have had a meconium aspirations, may have developed jaundice, which has gone to high levels, has got missed and all. If somebody's had some even any traumatic brain injuries, any neuro infections coming later, so all these of them can cause. Then you have things like hypothyroidism. It is very important, even maternal hypothyroidism agar hota hai pregnancy mein, to we do a cord blood TSH, or even if you have not done the cord blood, then we do it 3 days later. So, and after that, we have to understand for the hypothyroidism treatable cause. Then you have in the fetus, if the child may have any genetic causes, like you may have things like Down syndrome, which is a very common cause, in which, but the face may usme jo dysmorphism hota hai, you have some special features on the face which you will come to know. And but one thing is there, that what we do is we will need to get an MRI done for these children, and for all children we try to get see whether hypothyroidism is not there, because we will that has a treatable and cause, very completely treatable. And depending on the MRI, if we get malformation or not, then, and if there was dysmorphism, we would have anyway got and done for Down syndrome or other genetic conditions, as the case may be. If the after the MRI, then we plan out whether we do metabolic disorders are there, we need to test for that, or need to test for genetic conditions. So that will have to be individualized in those cases. But birth asphyxia still contributes a lot, and we have to not miss out the hypothyroidism and all, which is treatable. That we should all remember that.
And also, ma'am, in your presentation, you brought out a very important aspect that a lot of children who get very sick get treated and are in NICU, and their relationship with the NDT. Some of the
Yeah.
parents are asking, ma'am, the EEG abnormality in autism, and is it
Hmm.
necessary for all children with autism to get the EEG done, and does it need to be treated?
No, epilepsy may be seen in about 23-24% with autism, but we get, either as a child has had seizures, we get an EEG, or if there has been a a language regression which has been there. So because importance is because they may have and in that situation, when we get an EEG done, we have to do a complete sleep wake cycle has to be done, because sometimes in your awake the EEG may be normal, and the sleep EEG may show abnormality. That is called ESCS, electrical status epilepticus in sleep. वो इसलिए important है because उसके अंदर we give some immunotherapy, and उसकी वजह से the behavioral things improve. But then otherwise, there is still a debate going on that if you had a if you just get a occasional discharge, what to do, or if you get lots of discharges, because sometimes people are getting it done. We do not have to get it done in all of them. In any case, it's a very difficult thing to get an EEG done for autism patient. So we have to understand that if there are occasional ones, there's still a lot of a debate. But if they are frequent discharges, then I anyway go and treat, because this will improve the behavioral outcome. So I think it's every patient is not required. Only if you have had any seizures, or if you have had this thing loss of acquired language milestones, and other thing is if there is a recent onset sudden behavioral change. These are the three situations where we generally get an EEG done. And for getting EEG done, if suppose you have been advised an EEG, what I like to do, I tell my parents, is to try to take an appointment for the morning time, 10 or 10:30, and wake up the child at 4 a.m. I know it's difficult, but keep the child engaged in mobile or whatever way you can, whatever he likes. And then when you bring him here, he may not need sedation, or if he does, he may need only some amount of sedation, because you only few I mean, for like we can just give them pedicloral or melatonin, and we may not be able to, you know, otherwise give anything else. Otherwise, see, you know, you can't give that for sedation. For if you give other sedatives, then you may have problems that the discharges will only not come. So if you have given a slide sleep deprived, उससे दो फायदा होगा, तो वो सो जाएगा अपने आप या थोड़ी सी दवाई देने से, and you know, and दूसरा, and sleep deprivation is also a kind of an, you know, it's an what do you say, it's a stimulus, and if you sleep deprived, more chances of getting a it's a provocation procedure, so you're getting more chances of getting a abnormality in the EEG if there is an abnormality. So if there's an underlying abnormality which may not get picked up sometimes, if you're having an sleep deprived EEG, in that situation the child may manifest those things. So that is.
One of the parents has asked about, is it necessary to get a CT scan done if there is a speech delay in a child?
No, if there's a only speech delay, then no CT scan. But if the speech delay, we have to understand the sleep. We have to first get a hearing evaluation when there's a speech delay, and then we have to see the developmental milestones. We have to see whether it's a issue of social communication only, and other milestones are normal. And we are not, the CT is not going to help in any of most of these situations. We have to get an MRI when we think of a neuroimaging. And we do get MRI done in autism to see for associated malformations. Just remember the diagnosis of autism is a clinical diagnosis, and you need not get any neuroimaging for these children. It's not required for that. We just want to see for the associated situations.
So, ma'am, you did talk about the sleep problems in children with neurodevelopmental, especially with ASD. So, what
Yeah.
are the parameters as a professional or a parent one has to look at, and how does it get treated?
Okay, the two things. You may have sleep problems when the child, you're putting the child to sleep. ठीक है, तो एक होता है स्लीप ऑनसेट लेटेंसी, मतलब जब आप बच्चे को सुला रहे हैं, whether the child is able, मतलब whether the how much time the child takes to sleep, go to sleep, वो स्लीप ऑनसेट लेटेंसी है. अगर वो ज्यादा है, हाँ, अगर वो ज्यादा है तो फिर हम उन बच्चों को मेलेटोनिन देते हैं. अगर स्लीप ऑनसेट लेटेंसी ज्यादा है तो वी गिव देम मेलेटोनिन, and that will help us the child. But point is, दूसरी चीजें हैं कि they may have frequent awakenings in the night, they may have other behavioral issues in the night, तो वो effect नहीं होंगी by melatonin. Melatonin is given half an hour before putting the child to sleep. And एक चीज बहुत important है which parents and doctors and therapists everybody forget, वो ये है कि स्लीप हाइजीन इज इंपॉर्टेंट, जिसके ऊपर कोई वो नहीं बता. अब क्या होता है कि सम ऑफ द ऑटिज्म वाला बच्चा वांट्स की लाइट जलती ही रहे, वो तो लाइट बंद में सोएगा नहीं, कहीं को लाइट बंद चाहिए. ठीक है, पर वट एवर वे जैसे भी उसको सोना है उस हिसाब से द वे ही और शी स्लीप्स आप वैसे सुलाएंगे. लेकिन ये होता है जब उसकी आंख लग गई तो उसके बाद ना पेरेंट्स अपना कंप्यूटर में काम कर लेंगे, अपना टीवी भी लगा देंगे उधर, उनको लगता है हम इसी रूम में रहते हैं, इसको भी निगरानी करते रहेंगे. पर वो स्लीप हाइजीन नहीं है. स्लीप हाइजीन ये है कि उसका जो एटमोस्फेयर सोने का बनाया है वो बना ही रहे. आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू प्लीज डोंट वर्क, यू वर्क, पर मेरा मतलब है अगर आपको देखना तो वो मतलब द चाइल्ड शुड नॉट बी डिस्टर्ब. मतलब वो हम भूल जाते हैं, हमें लगता है हम अपने कंप्यूटर में काम कर रहे हैं, अपनी गप्पे मार रहे हैं, वो सब कर रहे हैं. नॉट सेइंग मत करो, वी कैन बी गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट रूम एंड डू एंड कीप कमिंग एंड लुकिंग एट योर चाइल्ड. सो दैट बिकम्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
Some of the questions are repeat, ma'am, so I don't want to take away that. What are the causative factors of ADHD, LD? I think you have kind of answered for NBT.
बेसिकली वो उसमें मतलब हर एक में, इन सब में कुछ जेनेटिक है, उसकी न्यूरोबायोलॉजी है, उसका है, मतलब एंड सम ऑफ, सो दैट विल बी, इट्स अ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड ऑल ऑफ देम. या बट दे डू हैव लॉट ऑफ पैथोफिजियोलॉजी स्टडीज बीइंग गोइंग ऑन, एंड आल्सो डाइट एंड सम ऑफ दिस विटामिन्स एंड ट्रेस एलिमेंट्स हैव आल्सो बीन इम्प्लिकेटेड, तभी उनके ऊपर स्टडीज करें.
Ma'am, I think I want to ask the last question. Like, what about the role of genetic testing for the siblings? You know, the that the siblings will have the disability of ASD, ADHD, whatever. How high?
वो अलग है, हर एक चीज का अलग है. अब बताओ ADHD का तो उतना वो डायरेक्ट स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड उतना नहीं है, पर ऑटिज्म में ऐसा है. देखो, recurrence risk अगर देखा जाए from various studies, see autism is obviously 4 times, we all know, is more common in boys than girls. लेकिन अगर किसी गर्ल को घर में, मतलब लड़की को, आपकी लड़की को ऑटिज्म है तो नेक्स्ट प्रेगनेंसी में 7% रिकरेंस रिस्क होता है to have autism. And अगर लड़के को है घर में तो बॉय है तो उसका नेक्स्ट प्रेगनेंसी में 4% रिकरेंस रिस्क होता है. लेकिन अगर घर में 2 बच्चों को ऑटिज्म है तो 25 to 35% चांस हो जाता है नेक्स्ट प्रेगनेंसी में ऑटिज्म होने का. एक और आपको कॉम्प्लिकेट कर दूं कि देयर आर स्टडीज विच हैव शोन कि आपके पास फैमिली हिस्ट्री ऑफ ऑटिज्म चाहे ना हो, पर आपके फैमिली में रिलेटिव्स वगैरह में बिहेवियरल प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकते हैं. तो सम बिहेवियरल प्रॉब्लम्स कैन बी देयर विच कैन बी सीन. मतलब दे आर नॉट डायरेक्टली कोई साइकेट्रिक डायग्नोसिस नहीं है, बट बिहेवियरल प्रॉब्लम्स हैव बीन सीन. तो अभी ये होता है कि अभी there are many things, it is found associated with Fragile X, autism has found with associated with Down syndrome, autism has found with neurofibromatosis type 1, tuberous sclerosis. तो इसलिए वो अलग अलग अगर ये वाली conditions हैं तो आप पिक कर सकते हो. अभी many genetic things have been मतलब defects have been identified, पर वो exactly कितने हैं, बहुत सारे अभी स्टडी हो रहे हैं. तो इसलिए और जेनेटिक मेकअप हर जो रेसिस का अलग होता है. हम लोग कॉकेशियंस हैं, हमारा अलग है. इसलिए हम जो वो स्टडी कर रहे हैं जिसमें हम हैरे सीजीएच फॉलोड बाय होल एक्सोम सीक्वेंसिंग कर रहे हैं बच्चों में, तो उसमें हम ये चाहते हैं कि पता लगे कि हमारी इंडियन पॉपुलेशन में जो हमारी लीनियज है उसमें कौन कौन सी जेनेटिक है और वो उसका होगा. तो जब ये वो हो जाएगा तो यू हैव टू, इट विल नॉट फॉर सिब्स, इट विल बी फॉर योर ओन नेक्स्ट. सिब्स का इशू आता है स्पेसिफिकली आएगा जब वो सिब्स कैरियर हो सकते हैं. मतलब सिब्स का आएगा अगर आपको जीन्स का आ रहा है, उसमें पता चलेगा ऊपर लीनियज में आ रहा है कैसा है उसका इनहेरिटेंस. तो अभी एज ऑफ टुडे हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि आपके बच्चे में ये है तो आपके उसके सिबलिंग के अंदर क्या होगा, बिकॉज अभी जीन्स आर इट इज लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स रिसर्च इज ऑन. वो जो स्पेसिफिक कैरियर टेस्टिंग होता है ना, वो एक्स लिंक्ड वाली बीमारी में होता है. एक्स लिंक्ड वाली जैसे डुशेन मसल डिस्ट्रोफी है जिसके अंदर वो ना that is an X-linked बीमारी की generally the mothers are carriers or they may not be carriers because it may be a fresh mutation, but it is the बच्चे के अंदर जो है वो the mothers are generally not very much symptomatic or they can be symptomatic also in some situation, but वो generally मम्मी से आ रहा है अगर वो उस lineage में आ रहा है. तो उसके अंदर हम कहते हैं कि जब we have to see whether your daughters are carriers or not. Because in that case when they get married and they have children, if they are carriers they should have a prenatal testing. तो उसमें तो clear है. इसमें ऑटिज्म में वो क्लैरिटी नहीं है क्योंकि चीजें कैसे हो रही हैं वो इसमें एक्स-लिंक्ड तो पैरामीटर है नहीं वैसे, लेकिन जो बाकी वाले भी हैं तो उसका भी क्लियर नहीं है. पर वो एक्स-लिंक्ड का कैरियर टेस्टिंग वाला इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एक तो थिंग्स लाइक डुशेन एंड दूसरा ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर ऑल दोस थैलेसीमिया वंस. वो थैलेसीमिया मेजर इन माइनर और जो है ट्रेट्स वाले उसमें अभी ऑटिज्म का वो नहीं आया. पर इफ यू वांट टू प्लान उसके लिए वील हैव टू, वी आर स्टिल नॉट, मतलब वी डोंट हैव अ डेफिनेटिव कि ये जिन करो. अगर आपके बच्चे में ये आया है उसके देन वी कैन थिंक एंड सी कि अगर वो उससे रिलेटेड है और पैथोजेनिक आ रहा है तो वी कैन सी इन योर नेक्स्ट प्रेगनेंसी.
So if your child had genetic testing and is on autism spectrum, then the sibling prenatal is recommended, but otherwise not a very.
नहीं, पर अभी नहीं, siblings prenatal will not be recommended, will have to be discussed, we'll have to see कि वो क्या आया defect, because इतने सारे defect हैं कि whether it would have a chance to have gone through to the sibling or not, which is complex. अगर इसमें आया तो जो parents के next child में तो prenatal हो सकता है, whether that particular mutation, if something has come, whether it's actually having a pathogenic significance कि is it causing. अगर मेरे भी आप exome sequence करोगे उसमें कुछ कुछ गड़बड़ आएगी, आपकी में भी आएगी, पर they are not pathogenic. वो you know we don't know about their you know significance. तो we'll have to see कि उसका significant है, is it causing, it is जहाँ problem है, is it been reported ever to have caused autism. अगर है then we see whether is in a chance कि वो sibling के अंदर हो सकता है कि नहीं. वो that is a far fetched thing, so अभी वो clear नहीं है. पर individual case में discuss कर लेना चाहिए. Parents should discuss with the doctor.
Doctor, I don't know how much time we have because this question is again recurrently coming. Any medicine during pregnancy? Parents are again and again asking, and the use of supplements in neurodevelopmental disabilities.
Any medicine in pregnancy causing it?
That can prevent any diagnosis of autism or neurodevelopmental disabilities.
See, medicines in pregnancy cannot prevent except वो folic acid जो proven था, and otherwise आपने वो देखा जो हमने the data from the study, our study in which we found कि वो उसमें underweight children, stunted children थे, तो otherwise overall nutrition का है, पर ये nutrition supplement लो उससे नहीं है. पर हाँ एक चीज़ आपको बता दूँ कि there are certain medicines which the mother may be on which may cause some malformation in the fetus, like you are having valproate, you are having phenytoin. So jab mother is having epilepsy and the mother has pregnant, so it is always advised to talk to the doctor and change. And actually it's better to change when you're planning pregnancy rather than to change after, क्योंकि जब तक वो सारी जो डेवलपमेंट होती है ना, जो सब डेवलप हो रही होती चीजें सारी फर्स्ट 12 वीक्स में होते हैं. तो अगर if we have missed the bus तो कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. So if somebody suddenly, you don't have unplanned, mostly everything is planned mostly. So when they're planning, so then they should always discuss and change your medication to something which is going to be less chances of causing a malformation in the child.
So if you're taking some long-term medication, either epilepsy or anything, then you should consult your doctor when you're planning.
या और हर ड्रग बुक में ना ये लिखा होता है कि प्रेगनेंसी में क्या इफेक्ट होगा और ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग में क्या इफेक्ट होगा. ये दोनों चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट है.
Absolutely. So if we have, it's almost 2:43, ma'am, 2:45, ma'am. If we have more time, I can take more questions. But role of supplements, I think that also has come repeatedly. And
see, there is no proven benefit of supplements. I know what you're asking, but there is no harm of giving supplements if you want to. But just and somebody had asked about homeopathy. See, I'm not I'm not trained to talk about homeopathy, but yes, about few years back, I was asked by the Ministry of Health to review for autism specifically all homeopathy and Ayurvedic preparations and their research published. We can just go by the research published. Otherwise, if I am saying from my personal experience, doesn't mean anything. It has to be by research published. So उसमें कोई भी मिला नहीं था autism के लिए or any other neurodevelopment disorders के लिए. And this search which I had done was done in 2014 when we had launched this website and all. उसके बाद नहीं किया when that book was launched. तो उस समय किया था because they asked me that time. उसके बाद मैंने किया नहीं है. But yes, we were approached by the Ayurvedic people, so they were saying something works in ADHD, so we felt fine, then we can do an RCT, but then I cannot dispense an Ayurvedic preparation. So we have an Ayurvedic doctor who will be dispensing the Ayurvedic preparation. I will be dispensing the allopathic preparation, and we are doing an RCT, but we have not got the funding till now. It is still with them. So if that happens, I'm open to. I don't believe only allopathic. I feel we have to look for options everywhere. But as of now, I do not know from the published literature anything is available, for published. And one thing I want to say, if nobody has asked also, please don't give chelation therapy. I've done 2 studies on heavy metals in autism, and I have done 1 study earlier in heavy metals in ADHD. We do have some levels which are high. जब high आता है तो उसका जरूरत पड़ता है करने को. But that doesn't mean कि हमारा रूटीन प्रैक्टिस नहीं बदल गया है. अगर हमारे को कोई एक्सपोजर है या कुछ है तो कर रहे हैं. अभी हम रूटीन नहीं कर रहे हैं. दूसरा, एक ऑटिज्म में ये लोग बहुत सारी एलर्जी के टेस्ट कर लेते हैं अभी. they are actually not required in the routine. If you do an allergen panel on, please you do it on yourself and see. You will also get allergy to something. And and giving heavy vitamins and all sometimes become, they have no proven benefit. I have seen many parents have come to me and asked me with showing prescriptions, and I said that it's entirely up to you. Only thing is chelation तो नहीं देना है. अगर वो heavy metal toxicity नहीं है तो it can be harmful. तो वो बिल्कुल आप करो ही ना. और दूसरा है कि आप ये फालतू के एलर्जी वाले टेस्ट वगैरह से उतना कुछ होता नहीं है. But obviously there is a one group which talks about biomedical therapies in autism. So there they want to get it done, and they are getting it done. So that's why I was for probiotics. We were studying the gut microbiome. So we studied the gut microbiome. वो publish अभी हुआ नहीं. I didn't share. So we found that gut flora was different. We did the microbiome, the genetic testing of the gut flora, and we found that जो autistic के बच्चों का और जो non-autistic के बच्चों का था, it was different. So then and probiotics also have some role. So we are just doing an RCT to see if in our clinical setting, our children, because see, our gut flora is different to those in the West.
Absolutely.
Totally different, right? So
food is different, so
no, food is different, hygiene is different, everything is different, right? So we have to see in our things. So my only suggestion is कि अपने आप कुछ try कुछ चीजें करो, because चीजें long term है, और कब तक आप बोलोगे कि उसका response आया है या कुछ का बोलोगे नहीं आया. But try to gather जो भी आपकी query है, you please try to see what is the current evidence, or you ask the clinicians or ask the experts about the experience and the evidence available, and then take a call on that.
So
बट आप
basically,
सप्लीमेंट जो आप बोल रहे हो ना वो बाकी एक चीज ध्यान रखना, सम सप्लीमेंट्स हैव टू बी टेकन विद कॉशन फॉर लॉन्ग, बिकॉज सम ऑफ देम आर वाटर soluble, that's all right, but some of them are fat soluble, so excess may cause harm also in certain situations. So but there are no supplements as of now with proven benefit, but yes, many people are giving omega and all that.
so basically, there is no harm of taking the supplements, but I also feel as a clinician, ma'am, that therapy supersedes, because sometimes what happens, the supplements are very expensive too, and parents put so much time and money on supplements, and then they
नहीं नहीं,
disregard the
आई एम
therapy.
नॉट सजेस्टिंग सप्लीमेंट्स, आई एम सेइंग किसी को लेना है तो ले सकते हैं, बट जस्ट कीप इन माइंड दैट सम ऑफ देम may cause some long term side effects may happen because of toxicity of some things, because if they are not water soluble. But yes, omega 3 and all have been studied, and but there are no conclusive evidence, तो harm नहीं है. But yes, still autism spectrum disorder mainstay is all these therapies, and you have some specific indications for drugs which you should know. And why I'm telling you now, I just remembered just now why parents to understand है कि बाद में क्या होता है, हम कभी प्रिस्क्रिप्शन देते हैं, वो बोलते हैं कि हमारे थेरेपिस्ट ने बोला कि जरूरत नहीं है. आपने थेरेपिस्ट ने बोला जरूरत नहीं, तो आपको बता दूं कि जब आपको प्रिस्क्राइब करेंगे मेडिसिन तो इंडिकेटेड है. अगर किसी को एपिलेप्सी है, वन. सेकेंड, सर्टन टाइम्स व्हेन यू आर हैविंग स्लीप ऑनसेट लेटेंसी, जब सोने के लिए टाइम लग रहा है, तो मेलेटोनिन, ठीक है. देन यू मे हैव, फॉर समबडी इज हैविंग अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ इनअटेंशन, तो वी आर गिविंग एरिपिप्राजोल. And then if you are having any hyperactivity, then you're giving atomoxetine and sometimes methylphenidate. And but if you are having somebody with having aggression and having core features of autism, a lot of stereotypies and all that, we are giving risperidone and aripiprazole. So risperidone a lot. So but point is, the doses are given low only. You can go up to maximum of 6 milligram. किसी मम्मी को एक एक डेढ़ डेढ़ दो दो भी देते ना, फिर देन यू नो व्हाट पेरेंट्स है कि हमने नहीं दिया, एंड दे फील इलेटेड अबाउट इट कि नहीं दिया. So I tell them ki when we are giving it so that the child becomes more amenable to therapies. And when the child will be amenable to therapy and keeps on start doing some tasks, so we will taper it down. पेरेंट्स को पता नहीं कुछ वहम रहता है कि एक बार दवाई दे दी तो ऑलवेज इट विल बी डिपेंडेंट. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. द मेडिसिन्स विल बी गिवन ओनली फॉर द टाइम इट्स इंडिकेटेड. जब वो चाइल्ड इज स्टार्टेड हिज हाइपर एक्टिविटी कम हो गई, कोर सिम्टम्स कम हो गए, उसको थेरेपी में बैठ रहे हैं, तो उसको चीजें गेन कर रहा है, तो वो एंगेज हो गया है, तो फिर वो दवाई आहिस्ता आहिस्ता टेपर हो जाएगी. और दूसरी, अगर कई बच्चे हैं जिनको बहुत ज्यादा हाइपर एग्रेशन है, वो है, फिर हम क्लोफाजीन वगैरह भी दे रहे हैं, पर वो बट दैट आर very few, they are not most of the patients.
Ma'am, is this information available on the book, the pharmacological book you have written, or is it only about the epilepsy? The book about the medicines?
नहीं नहीं, वो जो ड्रग फार्माकोपिया हैज एवरीथिंग रिलेटेड टू न्यूरोलॉजी, एवरीथिंग रिलेटेड न्यूरोलॉजी. एंड ये जो बुकलेट्स हैं जो अलग हैं ऑन द वेबसाइट, वो हर एक चीज के अलग है, पर ऑटिज्म की सबसे डिटेल्ड वाली हैं, बिकॉज हम हर साल उसको अपडेट करते थे. लास्ट अपडेट वो 2018 का है. एक उसमें थिनर वर्जन भी है, ब्लू वाला, विच दे कैन रीड फर्स्ट, एंड देन यू कैन रीड द ऑटिज्म फैक्ट्स 2018, द लास्ट वन. सो इन दैट सिचुएशन.
Okay, that's great. I think that there are more and more questions coming, so it's up to you, like how many questions more you want to take.
You can continue another. I'll have to log out at 3 for a class, but after the till 3 I'm there. Yeah.
Okay. So again, the questions are coming that diagnosed with ADHD LD, which fat food should I give him? Acupuncture and the role in the sensory therapy. And
अच्छा, अगर वो क्या कहते हैं, डाइट का अभी ना अपने आप मत आप करिए, है ना. और कोई मतलब स्पेसिफिक ऐसा कुछ वो नहीं है. सेंसरी इश्यूज इनके होते हैं, तो यू हैव टू शो टू साइकोलॉजिस्ट एंड अंडरस्टैंड. वी डू द सेंसरी प्रोफाइल टू एंड ऑल, एंड वी सी विच सेंसरी इश्यूज आर देयर. सो नो यू हैव टू अप्लाई दिस टूल्स एंड सी कि क्या क्या डोमेन्स इफेक्टेड हैं. फिर उसके हिसाब से वी गिव अ सेंसरी डाइट. वो डाइट खाने वाली नहीं होती है, वो थेरेपी वाली होती है. तो मतलब उसमें आपको बताया जाता है कि क्या क्या करना है, विच द थेरेपिस्ट विल टेल. एंड यू नो सम आइडिया यू विल गेट लिटिल बिट इफ यू कैन सी दैट इंटरवेंशन बुकलेट, विच इज वेरी ब्रीफ, बिकॉज वो ओपीडी में उतना बता नहीं सकते, तो दे हैव सम चेकलिस्ट. सो द सेंसरी इश्यूज अगर हैं, अगर देखो आपको लगते हैं सेंसरी इश्यूज, देन यू go to the therapist and the doctor, and doctors and therapists will tell you and make a program. So the program of that sensory issues ke liye bhi you are given, and we try to tell you to use the household material and don't want you to buy exotic stuff to do all that. So अभी जैसे वो development assessment का है, वो sensory diet वाला भी we'll put it on the website. The what we have made a kit for parents. They can you make it on your own, मतलब at home. We're trying to make it available for them. So उसमें आपको sensory issues है तो आप अपने आप से मत करो. Take it to the doctor, your treating doctor, he's a pediatrician or pediatric neurologist, or and your whoever your therapist is. And एक और मुझे एक प्रॉब्लम लगती है पेरेंट्स में, आप लोग जब अपने बच्चों को ले जाते हो ना, तो आपको ये देखना चाहिए कि जो भी आपके थेरेपिस्ट हैं, कोई एक कहता है कि मैं बच्चे को एबीए कराया है, एक मैं ओटी कराया है, एक मैं स्पीच थेरेपी कराई है, एक स्पेशल एजुकेटर, और वो चार हैं, वो चार अलग अलग से बच्चे को हैंडल कर रहे हैं, बच्चा तो एक ही है. So I feel that we should have some kind of, they should not be working in silos, alag alag. They should be together, and they should be, they should be working together, and they should be some way that one person is the key. Look, whether it's a clinician who's taking the lead and making everything in the diary, and the diary should go through all therapists, so that everybody is updating. ये सब अलग अलग से जो करते हैं ना, the parents have also to approach the therapist and say कि ऐसे नहीं है. You have to make your diary of your child and let each one of them be on the same page. वो बच्चे को वैसे ही प्रॉब्लम है, बच्चा और कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा, तो जो उन्होंने बताया है, दे शुड बी पुटिंग इन द डायरीज, एंड द डायरी शुड गो ऑन, इट शुड बी ट्रांसपेरेंट, एंड द टास्क फॉर यू टू इनकॉर्पोरेट होम. सो वेरेवर यू गो टू थेरेपिस्ट, यू प्लीज आस्क कि उसमें लिखें. और जो अगर वो डिफरेंट डोमेन्स वाले अलग अलग जब जा रहे हो आप, तो अगर जा रहे हो, बट आई डोंट फील कि यू शुड गो वन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम अ चाइल्ड विल नीड 4. I don't think so. At one point of time, you may need 1 or 2, because issues are there. They'll have to keep changing. So, but जिसके पास भी जा रहे हो, तो the things should be updated and written and transparent, and they should be on the same page. All of them. क्योंकि वो cohesively तो बैठ नहीं सकते सब साथ में. तो at least if it's in the diary, the parent also has it. And they can keep it. What they can do is they can do it online, so they can have it online with amongst themselves. Parents can be given a printout. They can put it in their blue wala punching file. The parents also have. So it's that what each one has seen, उसको improvement क्या है और parents को क्या task दिया है. अब ये नहीं ना, एक बंदा एक task दे रहा है, दूसरा कोई और task दे रहा है, और एक बार ना कई बार parents को तो समझते हैं robots. वो एक मेरे सामने somebody was saying, इसको आप 10 times कर लेना. अब 10 times कैसे कोई कुछ कर सकता है? I mean, one has to be realistic, because if even for therapists, if somebody is there and listening, please advise something which is realistic. If you are going to tell something which is not realistic, it's going to have a guilt on the parent.
Absolutely.
तो लगेगा कि मुझे 10 बोला है, मैं तो 3 बार कर रहा हूँ, और मैं कह रही हूँ आप 3 बार कर रहे हो, वही बहुत है.
And also the parents should be made part of the therapy. They should not be कि
Yeah.
therapy में गए, they are not being locked out, and
No, one thing very clear, my parents को never be out. You have to be inside with the child. वो closed door वाली therapy का कोई मतलब नहीं है. आप बताओ, you have to know what's happening with the child. Many people are doing amazing work, but some of them are doubtful also. So we do not know which one you are going to.
And most of the time child is with the parents, so parents should learn the skills which they can continue, the stimulation and the communication thing, what they can continue in the home setting.
Yeah,
So,
and one request of parents is, these children, at least specifically for autism, they like to have a structured routine. So my advice to parents is to, जैसे हमारा प्लानर नहीं होता है, वो प्लानर बनाइए आप हर बच्चे का. उसमें सुबह उठ रहे हैं तो सनराइज की फोटो दिखा दी, सन की दिखा दी, कैसे भी फोटोज लगा के दिखाओ. फिर टूथब्रश कर रहा है, फिर नहा रहा है, फिर ब्रेकफास्ट कर रहा है. Whatever your task for that child are in the day should be pictorially depicted, and then you just, he also knows, दीवार पे लगा है कि ये करना है, तो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता सीखेगा. और एंड में एक रिमार्क्स का कॉलम बनाओ. उसमें अगर बच्चा आपकी बात सुना है सारा दिन, तो आप उसको बताओ यू हैव बीन गुड बॉय, गुड गर्ल, तो एक स्माइली की फोटो लगा दी. अगर वो ही हैज बीन अ बैड बॉय, तो सैड फेस बना दिया. फिर आप संडे की शाम को गिनो कि कितने स्माइली हैं, कितने सैड फेस हैं. अगर स्माइली ज्यादा है तो उसको कुछ रिवॉर्ड दो, या खाने की चीज, या कोई भी जायज गिफ्ट. Don't promise a najaiz gift, because there's sometimes children will ask for something under the from the sky which you don't want to give, which is not appropriate ना. मतलब it may be dangerous, it may not be appropriate to be given, है ना. अब आप ये मत बोलो कि मैं मोबाइल दे दूंगा. तो so basically something you have to reward the child. उसको शुरू में समझ नहीं आएगा, पर आहिस्ता आहिस्ता पॉजिटिव reinforcement होगी कि मम्मी डैडी की बात सुन रहे हैं, सब कुछ है, तो things are moving positively or not.
before we end, ma'am, one last question: have you ever come across or started working use of screen in early age, and the regression in social emotional behaviors? Are we looking at those parameters, use of smartphones very early in childhood?
We've been telling, and I've also reviewed for, many people have asked, and we have strict guidelines from American Academy of Pediatrics, so we have to limit. आई मीन अब तो खैर ये कोविड की वजह से वो लिमिट ही नहीं चली गई है, क्लासेस भी सब उसमें हो रही हैं, पर वैसे है कि देयर इज अ लिमिट देयर, यू नो, दे हैव पुट इट फ्रॉम द गाइडलाइंस. सो एनीवे अबव 2 hours इज अ टोटल नो फॉर any kind of screen time.
Right.
But abhi that's different, you can't include what you are being taught in online. So
Yeah.
besides online teaching because of the COVID, anything beyond that, TV, tablet and all, matlab beyond your teaching from that should not be beyond 2 hours. And uh, but ये मैंने पर ये causative fact जो आप पूछ रहे हो कि cause करता है कि नहीं, ये
Cause नहीं,
cause
like
नहीं.
depression and social emotional, because a lot of kids who are spending too much time on screen, 8 to 10 hours very early.
This has been debated, this has been talked about, there have been some papers in the West. We
Hmm.
have personally not done the study on this, but yes, this is a big concern. That is why the American Academy of Pediatrics has gave these guidelines, and that's why there was a hue and cry over it about a year back. There was a lot of newspaper media covers and people were talking about कि it may cause autism and all that stuff. That is not proven,
Yeah,
that is not,
causation
but
has not been proven.
but it has been this shown in various studies which, and I had reviewed, that these children are going to be more hyperactive, these children are going to take more time to do their tasks, so learning issues will be there in them, their concentration ability may go down. So all this has been shown. For autism I had not found anything conclusive issue with screen time.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think it has been very enlightening. We can go on and on. Our questions will keep coming, but maybe
No,
we'll
they
have
can
to.
mail me. They can mail
Yeah,
me. You can mail me at shifaligulati@gmail.com. SHEFFALIGULATI. 1 second. You can. I can just type in the chat box
yeah, you
if
can type
anybody.
in, and we'll send a recorded copy to all the people who have attended, and we can send your website and your email ID.
हाँ मैं वो दोनों ही लिख देती हूँ, और वो जो और थेरेपिस्ट के लिए एक मिनट, एक मिनट, शिफाली गाड़ी ठीक लिखा है, एक मिनट, sun is coming in my face, that's why I'm just going to off to see. 1 second, because okay, this one, the other one was www.feedneuroaims.org. Okay, this is there. And वो टेली हेल्पलाइन जो है, यू वांट द टेली हेल्पलाइन वाला, तो ये वेबसाइट में जाओगे ना, तो वेबसाइट में नीचे टेली हेल्पलाइन इज कमिंग, सो यू कैन आस्क ask on that. And the other one was speed neuro aims diagnostic, and I will come up Pneuraims diagnostic. Yeah, this is for this is for professionals, and this will help for autism, ADHD, epilepsy and neuromotor impairments. But the ASQ wala jo parent based less than 2 years ka banaya hai na, that I'll be coming up with an app, and I probably will linking up with the same thing, parent version, for that parents to do for their children to understand whether they are this thing, because it's an international thing, so I have to take their approval before I can go ahead and do. Because
That's wonderful. That's wonderful, ma'am. Thank you so much. It was pleasure to have you.
yeah,
And
pleasure is mine.
that, yeah, we will
Yeah,
end our session today.
sure.
And have a great day, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry for the technical glitches.
That's absolutely fine, ma'am. We had a long discussion. I think that was really, really fruitful. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.